The undying and resilient spirit of Igbo women, using Aba Women's Riot of 1929 as a case study. Today, I want to talk about the undying and resilient spirit of Igbo women, using the Aba Women's Riot of 1929 as a case study. The tenacity, perseverance, and doggedness of the spirit of Igbo women to confront challenges in tough times is something worthy of passing to the young Igbo generations to be aware of the true nature of Igbo women. Our women's qualities of being determined and not giving up easily, especially when faced with difficult situations, is worth teaching in our schools as a module. Thank you, Honorable Ejike Ikezuagu Ojin Ndigbo, for this broadcast. The Igbo women's ability to withstand challenges, recover quickly from difficult situations, and spring back into shape needs to be shared more light on for the awareness of those who may likely not been aware of it. The resilient and undying spirit of Igbo women was demonstrated in 1929 during the Aba Women's Riot. They made tough decisions and demonstrated courage and strength to achieve their purpose. In Igbo history, the Aba Women's Riot of 1929 is also known as the Women's War. It is considered a significant event in African revolutionary history. The protest started as a result of imposition of taxes and oppressive policies of the British colonial administration. It was in response of a number of grievances raised by the women. Firstly, on taxation, head counts were being carried out on women for the purpose of beginning to tax them by the British colonists. Note, in Igbo society, women were not supposed to pay taxes. They don't pay taxes. The women were also unhappy with the use of the warrant chiefs appointed by the colonists to collect money and taxes from their families for the Queen of England. They were also passionately unhappy about overtaxation of their husbands and sons by the colonial administration. These were the issues to mention, but a few. The women demanded the end of the warrant chief system, demanding that the warrant chiefs should be replaced with their clan heads. Note, the warrant chiefs were appointed by the colonial administration to represent the interest of the Queen of England, while the clan heads were the traditional heads of communities as originated from the forefathers. It is a traditional office vested with both judicial and mystical qualities. They always stand on the truth, often ogu, and they're responsible for the welfare and protection of the people. They have the power to make decisions on behalf of the clan and settle disputes between members of the clan. The immediate cause of the protest was when a woman, Nwanyarua, from Oloko, Benda Division, refused to cooperate with the census taker, Mark Omarua, who was also asking for the number of goats and other domestic livestock in the house to be counted. This didn't go down well with the woman. She refused to cooperate with him. As a result of this incident, the census taker assaulted the woman by seizing her by the throat. The woman on self-defense seized the census taker also by the throat, and at the same time raised alarm in the community. She reported the incident in the Women's Local Council, where they took up the matter and organized for the protest. Over 25,000 women participated in the protest, which later turned into riot as a result of government action. It was a non-violence protest, but the British administrator ordered police to shoot into the crowd, killing over 50 women and others assaulted. It was a horrific event, but did it deter nor discourage the women? No. The women faced the challenge and stood up for themselves. They refused to back down and refused to stay silent in the face of the killing, assaults, and abuse of power by the colonial administration. This is the spirit of Igbo woman, fearless and courageous. It is the evidence of can-do spirit of the Igbo people. They don't believe that anything is impossible for them to achieve if they are determined to do it. They are achievement-driven and don't depend on anybody, nor government to provide for them. Every Igbo person in every part of the world is naturally endowed by God. They are chi with that spirit of resilience and doggedness. It is still today with us as a people. The protest was a huge success. The colonial administration dropped the plan to impose taxes on the women. The powers of the warrant chiefs were curbed, and vast number of the warrant chiefs were replaced. This was a major revolt by women in West Africa. I am proud of Igbo women for their spirit of perseverance, tenacity, doggedness, and resilience when faced with challenges. I love you all, and make this video go viral. Follow and like the page, and subscribe to our YouTube channel with my name, Ejike Ikezuagu. Dalu Nu, I am Honorable Ejike Ikezuagu, Ogin Indigbo.